G'day gamers, I'm back for another episode of Socks for the Fallen, where I play the game Lords of the Fallen and donate to the charity project Dogecoin Socks for the Homeless. 50 Dogecoins for each enemy I kill, 500 for each boss, and 500 for each time I die. Last episode I donated 1700 Dogecoins on my quest to kill the commander. It gets harder from here on, so I'll no doubt be donating more this episode. I'll be following my executioner build using shift spell as soon as I can get enough faith and spell points. I use the shard of heroes at the commander fight and have the warrior's sword. I'll be taking a break from this series after this episode to continue my DogeQuest Minecraft series and try some other video ideas. If you want to see me continue this series, make sure you speak up in comments and rate the video. I've been getting back into Pokemon Go, mostly for an excuse to get out for some exercise. I finally got myself a Pikachu, but it's the Christmas one, wearing the Santa hat. I'm not sure how rare he is. Probably everyone that's playing over Christmas has one. I'm not a super serious collector, I just like collecting them and showing them to my niece and nephews. My niece and nephews are really into LEGO Dimensions at the moment. LEGO Dimensions is where you build some small vehicles and things to interact with the PlayStation 4. It seems like a cross of the Disney Infinity things that they were into last Christmas and the LEGO Batman games. A weird thing that I saw in the LEGO Dimensions universe is that there's a LEGO Batman from the LEGO Batman games and there's a LEGO Batman from the LEGO movie, and they both show up at the same time in one of the cutscenes. I've played a bit of Diablo 3 also. Season 9 started a little more than a week ago, and also the 20th anniversary event. The event changes the visuals to look like the old school Diablo 1, and offers several pets as rewards. There was a special legendary gem which you got from the final boss of the event, which had some special properties, which had some unforeseen benefits when you power level, granting a long-lasting buff. I believe Blizzard has now fixed it, and have said they would investigate people using this exploit unfairly. It doesn't affect me, but good that they are still active in keeping it fair. Before Season 9 started, I played a bit of Path of Exile, which many Diablo 2 fans enjoyed more than Diablo 3. I can see the appeal. They have a more complicated system of skill, gems and leveling. Items are quite tradable with online communities set up for this. However, Diablo for me just feels like a nicer game, with the key actions and interactions with the world of Path of Exile feeling less responsive. I kinda like how Diablo 3 now you can power level a character from level 1 to 70 in about 10 to 15 minutes. Previously they were actively stopping this kind of leveling, but it helps you get straight into the end game of completing your build and leveling up legendary gems and greater rifts. Path of Exile forces you through the story and to progress through all the acts again. I still only have one serious character at a bit over level 50, and I was only just able to get the skills that I want for my build, which is a Cyclone cast on crit discharge with Blade Vortex power charge on crit. I ended up pretty squishy. I spent a lot of passives to reach increased power charges. I probably need to spend a significant amount of time farming to get it better. I don't feel like I can really get into Path of Exile to progress much further.
Graves need to be tended and never forgotten. Gladly would I care for the dead until the day I join them. Should I ever feel insecure, I know that I can retreat into one of the...
I've been spending a lot of time getting back into the Dogecoin Minecraft server. It's starting to get back on track with plugins back, and I've started to see a few people back online. It probably took a whole day camping out and waiting for zombie villagers to spawn, so I could convert them back for a villager farm. It is worth it now, since I was able to help Crusader P with the villagers for his iron farm, and I got a mending trade with the villager. He wants 38 emeralds per book, and I'm trying to maximize the books I can get off him, so I need a lot of emeralds. I set up a paper farm and I've been harvesting potatoes and carrots to sell. I get a little bit more than 2 per stack for paper, but the best earner is the potatoes and carrots. Using a fortune pick I can increase the yield of a crop and get 4 emeralds per stack for both. Also the farmer buys both potatoes and carrots, which makes it likely to refresh the trades, and you can keep trading easily. So it took another day of harvesting and trading to get the mending books. Now I have mending, I can put them on with unbreaking onto the elytra and fly around with the rockets. I flew around in the end and got shulker boxes from cities that I previously visited. I ended up getting about 10 of them. These shulker boxes extend the amount you can carry by letting you hold a whole chest worth of things and taking up only 1 inventory space. The only drawback is that you can't put them into your ender chest. So on the cards for Doge Quest is some more exploration. I got an ocean monument map and a woodland mansion map from the new cartographer villages, and it'll be fun flying to these new places. I'll finish off with a bit about the Worshipper boss fight. His swinging scythe does a good amount of damage, and on occasion I've struggled with him. So I went into the catacombs to get the Cold Blood armor set, which helped reduce his damage and keeping you light enough for fast rolls. The best opening to do damage to him is when he chops into the ground and does 3 attacks underneath. They do a lot of damage and stun, so if I get hit by one, then it's impossible to avoid the next ones. But if you keep moving and you get closer, after the 3rd attack there's room for an attack. But staying too close to him for too long will get you stunned and chopped. After a quarter of his health is down, he adds a fog attack, which you have to shelter at one of the altars, and he can also summon fast minions, which can be tricky to deal with on top of the Worshipper's attacks. Thanks for joining me with the Socks Have Fallen, where I contributed 6,350 Dogecoins towards Dogecoin Socks for the Homeless, which is about 2 pairs. If you have feedback about the format of this video, and if you've enjoyed it, let me know. There won't be another one next week, as I see how it's going against the time that it takes to produce, and try a few other ideas. Thanks a lot for the support so far.